Hello and welcome back to ROADTRIpVIA, the once-a-day road trip trivia quiz. Today's episode is day number 265 of the 365-day trivia road trip. Today's quiz was sent in from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania by Jude and Rick Oskin. Now, this is their first crack at writing trivia for the channel, but I don't think you'd know it if I didn't tell you that, because they've even taken the time to hide in a little Easter egg in the first three questions. See if you can figure it out by question number 3. Question number 1, according to civil engineers, streets are paths whose primary function is to serve public spaces, usually having buildings constructed on both sides. A larger thoroughfare is for the conveyance of traffic with an improved surface for use by vehicles. What is the common word for this larger thoroughfare? Streets are for public spaces and roads are the larger thoroughfare. Road is the word. Question number 2. This word can be used in English, slang, tourism, transportation, and even electrical work. What single term can mean catching one's foot on something, the experience of a hallucination, a short journey, or to activate a mechanism? The word that works for all of those definitions is trip, to trip. Question number 3, this word is derived from Latin. It means by way of, by virtue of, through the medium of, going through, or stopping off at. What is this 3-letter word that we're looking for? Alright, now the answer for this one is via. And if you were too focused on the individual questions, you may have missed the big picture that answers 1, 2, and 3 are road trip via. Question number 4, in World War I, an American pilot presented 1 token to each of his squadron members. During World War II, the use of this medallion grew significantly. What are these tokens called today that are often presented as a gesture of camaraderie and unity? Abby gets a bunch of these in the Air Force. They are challenge coins. She's got quite a collection now. Question number 5. According to the Bible, an angel appeared to Joseph in a dream, commanding him to arise, take the young child and his mother, flee to blank, and stay there until I bring you word. Herod will seek the young child to destroy him. To what country was the Holy Family instructed to flee? They were instructed to flee to the country of Egypt. Question number 6. Early on, the nicknames Dream Road and Magic Carpet Ride were used to describe this superhighway, which became an example of building, using current engineering skills and within budget, the next generation of highways for the interstate system. This turnpike opened in 1940 and is in what state? The answer is Pennsylvania. Question number 7. As we travel, we recognize different accents, dialects, and even meanings of words. A city in southwest Pennsylvania has its own colloquialism. You'll hear words like crick for creek, downtown for downtown, and gumband for rubber band. What is this slang, rooted in Scot and Irish heritage, lovingly called by the locals? If you talk like you're from Pittsburgh, you're said to be speaking Pittsburghese. Question number 8. The Microsoft Windows background, clouds floating in a blue sky above green fields, was a photograph by Charles O'Rear. Microsoft bought it off a stock image website and never had to pay royalties to the photographer, even though it is believed to be one of the most viewed images in all of history. What is the title of this photograph? This is good trivia right here because everybody has seen this photograph, but very few know that the title of it is Bliss. Question number 9. Humans have an S-shaped structure deep in the temporal lobe of our brains known as the hippocampus. It receives input and stores it until we need to recall it later. Computers also have a basic storage system for information. The term for this is RAM. What does that acronym mean? RAM stands for Random Access Memory. Question number 10. These buildings, often a work of art themselves, house and safeguard rare, common, private and personal, past, present, and futuristic memorabilia. With over 35,000 examples throughout the United States, it is a traveler on a budget destination to satisfy curiosity. What do we call these institutions? The word we're looking for is a museum. Question number 11. Retired World War II amphibious vehicles have been revived and used in a few cities in the United States. These excursions travel on land and water for optimal viewing of local landmarks. While on board, travelers get to quack at surprised onlookers. What are these sightseeing trips called? The answer is ducky tours, or I've seen them where they're called duck boats. Either one of those works. Question number 12. These miniature works of art are an everyday item. They honor American life, heroes in history, milestones, achievements, even natural wonders. Originally introduced as lickable and stickable in 2007, what objects became primarily self-sticking? The lickable and stickable objects we're looking for are stamps. Now primarily self-sticking. Question number 13. Metal for money has been used to conduct business and pay for products or services since Babylonian times. Currently in the United States, denominations range from 1 cent to $1. The back of the coin is called the reverse. What is the front side of a coin called? On every denomination of coin, the front side is called the obverse. Question number 14. Roseanne was a television show that first aired in 1988. It was originally titled Life and Stuff and paved the way for other comedians to get their own shows. In 1992, Roseanne and her sister opened a restaurant selling loose meat sandwiches. What was the name of this restaurant? I could not think of the name, but when I heard it, I remembered it. Lanford Lunchbox. I used to watch that show every day after school. Question number 15. In another comedy series, Seinfeld, George and Susan are playing a game with the boy in the bubble while waiting for Jerry and Elaine to catch up. In Season 4, Episode 7, it's remembered for George's outburst. The answer is Moops. What game was being played? The answer is Trivial Pursuit. Question number 16. 2 animated television programs have shows within the shows. The Simpsons, currently on season 34, and South Park, now in season 26. The shows within the shows are viewed by the children and are animated as well. What are the names of the 2 shows within the shows? Jude and Rick wrote a lot of questions about a lot of shows that I enjoy. The answer of this one is The Itchy and Scratchy Show and The Terrence and Phillip Show. Question number 17. In 1902, Nabisco started producing Barnum's Animal Crackers. In total, there have been 37 different animals in the assortment. but can you name the only 4 animals that have been consistently in the assortment since 1902? I'm curious to know what the 33 other animals are, but the 4 that are always in there is lion, tiger, bear, and elephant. Question number 18. Kathy Williams, a Civil War hero, holds an outstanding distinction. Before her voluntary enlistment at the age of 17, she served as an Army cook and washerwoman. She is the first documented African American woman who served in the U.S. Army. What was the nickname of the regiment that she joined? Kathy Williams was very famously a Buffalo Soldier. Buffalo Soldier is the answer. Question number 19. Ludwig Gutmann, a spinal injury specialist, believed that participating in sports would be a form of mental and physical rehabilitation. The first contest, where 16 servicemen and women participated in wheelchairs, was held in 1948. What are these games called today? The answer is the Paralympics. And question 20, from the German language for time and spirit. What is the single word defining the spirit or mood of a particular period of history as shown by the ideas and beliefs of the time, such as the Roaring Twenties or the Great Depression and currently culture wars? From German for time and spirit, the answer is Zeitgeist. Alright, that is it for today. Thank you for watching today's episode of Road TRIpVIA. Thank you very much to Jude and Rick Oskin. Now, I'm partial when you're asking questions about stuff that I really enjoy and that I watch a lot of. It seems to make the trivia go by pretty quickly and pretty enjoyable. And I watch all of those TV shows, and I got a kick out of answers 1, 2, and 3 being Road TRIpVIA. So, excellent job on your first crack at trivia writing. Hopefully you had fun doing it. I assume everybody had fun playing it. If you want to leave a comment for Jude and Rick, you can do that in the comment section below. Jude and Rick, check out that comment section when you have time. Here's question 21, the tiebreaker for today's quiz. Ronnie Wood and Rod Stewart co-wrote a song titled Every Picture Tells a Story. Released in 1971, the inspiration for this song comes from Rod's tumultuous early life experiences, but the title words don't appear in the verses, only at the end of the song when it is repeated how many times? Every picture tells a story. How many times is it repeated? The answer is 24. Now, the way the Road TRIpVIA rules go, if you got 24 on the nose, you obviously get that correct and you win the point. But even if you didn't, if you're playing against somebody and you said 23 and they said 20, whichever player gets closest is going to win the point. And that way, there are no ties. Whichever person broke the tie wins the point and thereby wins the game. Congratulations. Thank you again, Jude and Rick. See everybody else tomorrow for day number 266. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, that's right. 99 days left of this year. Man, it'll be over before you know it.